You are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. It was a rough fucking night last night. I slept alone with the baby. No wife there to placate the baby with some breast milk in the middle of the night. Just me and the little fucking girl, the terror. So we're really trying to wean my daughter off the breast milk at the moment because it's just getting insane for my wife. She's waking up like 30 times a night. So the last 2 or 3 nights, my wife's mum and her auntie have been taking the kid into the spare room and have been like feeding her all night. And last night it was my turn. It finally came around to my turn. There was no more ducking and weaving and diving I could do. It was my turn to bat. And my plan was just simply to pull an all-nighter. I was like, I'm going to just take care of this kid all night. I'll stay up. I'll sleep during the day. I'm not going to call my wife up and get her to breastfeed her tonight because that's what my mother-in-law and the auntie have been doing. At about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they've been calling my wife, and my wife's been going downstairs breastfeeding her to get her to sleep and then coming back into bed. And I'm like, nah, what's the fucking point of that? So I'm like, I'm not going to call my wife. I'm just going to fucking tough it out with this little fucking terror. And it was actually all sweet up until like 1:30 a.m. I was watching movies. I watched an old movie that I've been wanting to watch for a while that my wife 100% would never have watched. So I got to watch that, which was good, and it was a good movie. It was The Way We Were, directed by Sidney Pollack with Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford. And I'll tell you fucking what, Robert Redford would have to be the hottest fucking cunt ever. Barbara Streisand was okay back in the day too. She was no fucking young Robert Redford though, and Robert Redford wasn't even that young in this movie. I looked it up because I was like, God damn, this guy is beautiful. He was 39 in this movie. He was playing like a college student for fucking half of it as well, and it was a mesmerizing performance. Like, I don't know if the acting was good, but I was just looking at Robert Redford going, this could be the most handsome man of all time. If you're from overseas and you're watching a young Robert Redford at the cinema, in the movies, you're watching it and you're going, America is the best country in the world. You didn't have to join the fucking space race or anything. There was no competition. Just keep making Robert Redford movies and everyone was believing you. And in this movie, The Way We Were, he was playing a hot guy that everything came easy to. So he wasn't exactly acting. And Barbara Streisand, she was decent, but I don't know how she became a lead actress. She's a pretty good actress, I suppose, but, I mean, it's a little bit of a fantasy that she was ever going to get with fucking Robert Redford. And it was a really good movie as well. I've been thinking about it all fucking morning. Those fucking 1970s movies, they really have some depth to them. Initially, when you first watch this movie, you're like, oh, he completely fucked her over. But when you think about it, spoiler alert for this 1973 movie that no one's ever going to watch, she really imposed herself on him. He tried to break it off with her a couple of times, and she kept on imposing her will on him. And when I think about it, when I think about what was going on in that relationship, I think it was deeply evolutionary. I think Barbara Streisand's character in that movie just wanted to have Robert Redford's kids no matter what. Or maybe I want to have Robert Redford's kids. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting onto that character. She basically raped him when he was drunk. And the other cool thing about this movie was Barbara Streisand was fucking pregnant in it, and she's just chain smoking through the whole fucking thing. It seems like she started smoking when she got pregnant, on doctor's advice or something. Anyway, it's a good movie. You should watch it if you get around to it. It's long, and it's one of those 70s movies, so it's a little bit slow, but you get to watch Robert Redford for fucking 2 hours, and it's worth it. That's the main thing I got out of this movie. Robert Redford is hot. Anyway, so that movie finished, and I'm like, all right, the baby's still asleep. We're hitting about 1 o'clock now. I'm like, I'm just going to do an all-nighter, fuck it. So I threw on Dazed and Confused, which I haven't seen for some reason. I thought I'd seen it, but I haven't. I saw Chasing Amy and all that shit, but not Dazed and Confused. And that was going all right, and I was getting into that, and then the fucking baby. The baby starts rolling around, and when she starts rolling around, there is trouble brewing. So within like 5 minutes of her rolling around, She's up on all fours. She's crying. She needs to be fed. So I need to quickly make a fucking bottle. I need to calm her down a little bit. She's bouncing on my legs. I'm making this fucking milk. And then I go to feed her the bottle. And she hates fucking bottles for some reason. I don't know why, but she fucking hates these bottles. She doesn't mind the formula. She just hates the fucking nipple of these fucking bottles. She's too used to real tit. That's why. So you can't actually get her to feed. So what I have to do is I've got to hold her like in that cradle position. I've got my left arm around her. Her head is pouched in my elbow fucking dint there. I'm bracing her head so she doesn't move. I'm using my right arm to pin her legs down. And I'm just levering from my elbow down to feed her this bottle. And she's just not opening her mouth. And she is one strong fucking baby as well. Like, she is fucking strong. My son was strong. He was real fucking hard to pin down. But this girl is stronger than my son was. I was using my entire body strength, 100% of it, just to hold her still. It was insane. I was like, I can't do this all night. This is fucking insane. This is like a workout. This is like a kettlebell swing. So I'm holding her as strong as I can. And I'm just sort of like dripping milk onto her lips so she can fucking taste it. And she got a little taste of it and opened her mouth, and I just shoved the bottle in there, hold her as strong as I can, and just squeeze periodically so she can drink and swallow. And I got her tummy full. I also got it all over her face and all over the bed. But what can you fucking do? But once her tummy was full, she was ready to go back to sleep. So I jiggled her to sleep, put her next to me. And every half an hour for the next 4 hours, she woke up. From 1:30 to 5:30, I didn't sleep. She didn't need to feed every time she woke up, but she would wake up, start crying. I'd jiggle her a little bit. It was fucking chaos. So I had to feed her again at 3:30. I hadn't slept. Maybe I slept 20 minutes, but it was like delirious sleep. It wasn't nourishing. So I'm pinning her down at 3:30. And she's so fucking strong. I can't fucking explain to you how fucking strong this little female baby is. It's really disturbing how strong she is. So I got her another full tummy with another fucking lot of effort and put her back to sleep, and she kept on waking up here and there. And then 5:30, same thing again, pinned her down. By then, I'm cooked. I am like, fuck this. This is one night. My wife has been going through this every night for 9 months. I've done it one night and I'm like, nah, that's the end. If I have to do this one more night, this kid's going up for adoption. So finally, from the 5:30 feed till 8 o'clock, I fell asleep with her then because I was just fucked. I was cooked. And then she woke up at 8. I called my wife and like, get her out of here. So my wife came up, took her away, and I slept in till 12. I don't know how many more of those nights I got in me. There's got to be an easier way than that, though. Fucking hell. Anyway, that will do for tonight. I'm probably going to go back for another little fucking nap. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see ya the fuck later.